In this video, I'm going to walk you through creating a pivot report in HubSpot for a very common scenario, which is reporting across clients by year to check the deal won amount for each of them. So a nice little table where I can see who my highest revenue clients are. Okay, so we're building a custom report. I'm going to say next, create your own one. Yes, I'm going to say by company, and we're going to add another data source, which is deals. You could do this around the other way, by the way. You could say deals and then choose companies as the secondary. It doesn't really matter. All that seems to affect is this layout with the order of them there. All right, now before we get started, I'm going to turn on visualization only, and I'm going to turn off this refresh as I make changes, just so it doesn't hold up for a couple of seconds each time, but I often leave that on because I like it refreshing. And we're going to make this a pivot table. What I need first, I definitely need the company name. I'm going to add them in a second, but what are the fields we need to use? I'm actually going to, and then from deals, we're going to need close date, not from companies, close date from deals. I'll pop that there. I'm going to make this annual, by the way. Let me just update that. Yep. What else do we need? Well, we need the amount, of course, as well. How much did they come in? And again, from the deal. All right, so we're going to have the rows going to be the company name. We're going to have the close dates across as columns, and then the amount will pop in there. I'm going to refresh it in a second, but first of all, let's just go filters. What do we want to filter on? It's all going to be around close date and whether actually the deal's closed. Again, close date. Now I'm going to do two things here with close date. The first one is I'm going to say it's known. All right, you might say, why would I need that once you see the second one? Because the second one is, I'll just choose a date range. I'm going to say is between, let's say last couple of years. Okay, so that will be the range. And then what else I need? I actually need deal stage. And I'm going to say is any of or closed one. Okay. So I'm going to use that. There's a couple of ways you could do this. Could use the is one filter as well, but that's the way I like to do it because I feel that's the easiest to read, just what I'm doing. That's just me. Okay, so I think I've got everything in here. I've got it set out. Let's try to refresh, and you'll notice that the refresh button's not showing. I think that's just a little bit of a bug. I'll turn on this automatic thing and then turn it off again so that you can see, turn it off, and that's really what I wanted, the orange refresh button. And there you go. Now, we're going to blank out the company name if you're looking at this and wondering why I've blurred it out, just because this is actually one of our clients' portals I'm building this in, and I just want to keep their client data private, of course. But you can take it from me, that's their name of the companies down there. Now, see the sort order over here on the right, how it's in no particular order? We probably want that in descending order. Let me show you how to do that. Back on the configure, we want the value to be descending, and you might think value, no, not the value of the company name. Choose this, the sum amount descending. Let me apply that again. Apply and let me refresh. And then you'll see their order. I can see straight away who my top client has been by a fair margin over the last couple of years. So that's it in a nutshell, how to create a pivot table. I hope that's helpful. Let me know if you've got any questions, and I'll see you in the next one.